Welcome back to another driver comparison, and I've got two really good drivers in my hands here for you today to compare against each other, and that's the Cobra King F9 SpeedBack driver. Just recently done a comparison on my channel, you can go and check that one out, against the Epic Flash, but this time I'm going to put it up against the Mizuno ST190G driver. So two, again, for me, heavyweight drivers of 2019. There's loads of great launches coming from these brands. So I'm going to put these two up against each other. GC2 HMT, I'm going to have some data numbers, going to give you some feedback between these two drivers from my personal thoughts, and we'll see how they pitch up against each other. So just before we jump into the video, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, then make sure you click it now. Appreciate you doing so. Smash that bell icon to get notifications of any future videos. Share the video around with all your friends who may be interested in this video. Obviously hit the like button also, and I'd love to hear some comments. Comment down as through the video between these two drivers and let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the F9 SpeedBack from Cobra. Been a very popular one since its release. My dim review video, loads of very positive comments, mainly because of the price point of this driver, coming in at £349. Is a very competitive compared to some of the other brands where the prices are creeping up nearer to that 450, 500 mark. So I think value for money, it's fantastic. And there's a lot of technology happening in this club, which is all in the review, so you can go and check that for more in depth. Got it set up with a heavyweight in the front section, which suits me, 9 degrees of loft, square neck setting, and we're going to give this first one a hit. So I'm going to hit back shots with each, move into the ST, and then we'll look at some numbers. That's a lovely strike. It's a great sound. I've said that in every video I've done with this driver. The sound of it and the acoustics is absolutely bang on for me. Very positive crack to it without it being too sort of explosive in terms of a sound, and it gets some really sort of nice numbers working from it. So as we know, the main talking point with the F9 is the SpeedBack, as where it gets its name, this sort of lowered skirt which is pulling CG low and back in that club head to help increase MOI and forgiveness. And it is quite a forgiving club, I feel. Now obviously I've moved that weight more forward, which is trying to keep that control of my spin, as I tend to creep my spin up a little bit. Oh, it feels lovely. Really like the feel of that. It's another really straight golf shot as well, which I'm enjoying even more. That creeps over 305, so a couple of yards along that first one there, and some really good ball speed, 169 ball speed there. We've seen some really good ball speed. Okay, I think that T-peg got stuck up in the rafters there. There's last shot hit with the Cobra, just creeping over that 300 mark there. Just a couple of slightly higher spin ones in there, which I'm going to show you as to why. You'll obviously have an idea as to why, but I'm just going to show you those. Dispersion wise was pretty good there with the Cobra, but maybe just not quite as long as some others. Got some good ball speed, but just a couple spinning up a little bit more. So let's jump over into the ST190G, and then we'll hit a batch with that. Okay, so ST190G driver in my hands, the movable weighted version. I've got both weights in the forward position, which again tends to suit me more personally, and obviously I have the heavier weight forward in the Cobra, so trying to keep this light for light as much as I can. Again, 9 degrees, set at 9 degrees, so neutral on that club setting. And looks of this, as I did through the review, I was very impressed with the performance of it, but the looks of it is absolutely stunning. Beautiful black gloss finish, bit of carbon effect on there, that white lipstick around that edging. Does look very nice when it's sat down by that golf ball. Okay, let's get this first one hit. Just looks to be a slightly larger club appearance from that face of the club to the back edge, a little bit more longer in its head shape. Wow, that looks pretty fiery, very fiery. That's a low spinner. That's right out there. 322 opener. That was a bit of a feisty one, wasn't it? So that was a very low spin. That was 1700 spin, and that's the difference of probably what we see here. Pretty much the same shaft here, same flex, same loft, but you know, we did see that ST being quite a low spin head in there, which we know will suit me, and that opens up that little bit extra distance then. Again, that's strong. I can see it through its flight, that's low spin. It's just very much, gee whiz, that's 325. And that wasn't any quicker on that ball speed. 167.8 ball speed. It's the spin number there that's changing that distance number. That's all it is there. Very low spin. I can see it through its flight. It's just getting there and just staying very flat on its peak. Now, granted, I've struck those better, and to be honest, that it's just a bit. It may just feels a little bit lighter in the weight of that. I don't know. It just feels a bit more comfortable to sort of swing through maybe than the Cobra. I don't know, but I just feel a bit more confident that maybe the head size just been a bit longer from front to back, also give me a bit of confidence. Wow, that is a rocket, an absolute rocket. Clearly hit that a lot further than the Cobra, but we know there's going to be a spin number difference here because I can just physically see that, and obviously look at those first few shots. So let's go look at those numbers in a little bit more detail between the SpeedBack and the ST190G. Okay, so look at these F9 against the ST190G. So we can see club head speed, good 1 mile an hour and a half quicker with the SpeedBack. Maybe that aerodynamic's kicking in a little bit there, which we did see in other videos. So ball speed just short of 169 against just over 166 with the Mizuno. So definitely a bit more ball speed, you know, from that club head speed is resulting in and transferring to that ball speed off the club face. A little bit more efficient there. Both launching it around that 10-degree mark. The spin number is the massive. There's 1,000 rev difference of that spin number there. And to be granted, and to be fair to the Cobra, I did catch some not the best of strikes. So I'm going to look at that one there. There's that slight low middle. Tends to be my miss. That spun that one up at 3,000. The next one there, again, just that little heel strike. That's just enough to get it up into that 3,000 mark. And then that last one there wasn't too bad, but again, that still spun fairly sort of high. Just left that club face a little bit open. So in all fairness there, the strikes just made the difference of that spin number there, which has massively changed the total distance here. So you can see carry distance at 280 against 285, but the descent angle 40 degrees against 31. The ST is coming in at a very flat angle. So the fact that it's carried just 5 yards longer, but a good 9 degrees flatter, makes the run out a big difference of 16 yards. Look at the offline column in terms of the dispersion. The Cobra averaged at 0 with a 15 left and a 10 right, okay, which isn't too bad at all. Mizuno averaged at 8 yards left because I had a 23 left, a 17 left, but a 24 right. So dispersion was a bit bigger with the Mizuno. And we can see that with the dispersion rings here on the screen. So the white one, the larger one, is the Mizuno. Obviously some longer shots there, but also some wider shots left and right against the Cobra, which was really, really tight. But obviously just that spin number there just held up the distance back. Right, so there we go. There's the F9 SpeedBack against the ST190G. So for me, two really good drivers. I'm loving that Cobra. The way it sits, the way it feels, the sound. The performance is good. Just that particular test there, I just struck some low in the face, as we've just seen there, which has obviously popped my spin up. It's a bit of a shame there. If I hit him as good as the Cobra, as the Mizuno, I don't think I would have got them out as far as the Mizuno there. They were pretty fiery. That 325 is the longest fit I've had for a while, to be honest. So both perform great, don't they, in all fairness. You know, it's just obviously getting it really sort of dialed into you as an individual. But, you know, from that test there, if I'm going to have to call it, I mean, obviously distance-wise, there's clearly one winner with the Mizuno. Look-wise, I tell you what, it's a tough one, but I'm probably going to edge Mizuno just. I do like the look of that Cobra. No gripes with it at all, but that Mizuno just looks very quality and stunning as you put it down. Sound of it, I think Cobra would win it in terms of the sound and maybe even that feel off the club face. I do like the sound, I do like that slightly softer feel that the Cobra tends to sort of give. Mizuno, just a little bit of a louder crack there, but by all means not a bad sound at all. So it is very sort of close between those two clubs, but I think on this occasion the Mizuno, for me, probably just pipping it, just those nice extra yards and that spin number there. Okay, thanks so much for watching, guys. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts between these two drivers. Are these on your radars to go and try for maybe a new driver for 2019? As always, go and get fitted. Don't buy these just from my comparisons. This just gives you maybe an idea of what possibly they could do, but your delivery will be very different to mine, so definitely go and get fit. Loads of shaft options, neck settings, weight settings. Go and get it all dialed in exactly for you. If you've enjoyed the video and you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, follow my social media platforms, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.